Well, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is BlackSeriesEdition.com. Second company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. It's a shame that we got individuals out there, and it's sad. I was going to address this earlier, but like I said, I got other things to do and things I'm working on. And it's a shame we have to come down to this road to address these issues. But like I said, you got individuals out there that are so bent, so bitter, so upset, so angry over what I'm doing in my day, in my time, in my experience in this field, that they have nothing better to do than to run their mouths and try to start all kinds of rumors. First things first, you don't know anything about how my brain functions, how it works, things I'm working on, things I'm building, things I'm designing, things I'm doing. You don't know anything about that at all. If you did, you'd be where I'm at right now, and you're not. When it comes to the level of technology, you don't even know anything on how it starts, how it begins, the future of it, the history of it, the past of it. You know nothing. I can clearly see this in my experience of I can go back 10 years, I can go back 12 years, and I can show you products who were making that they're now trying to produce now that have already been out, already been done, and they're just not on that level. So my plans were when I came out here was to move right away into a complex, get away from my stand. Told you 1,000 times. That's my cat mess with the stand. Was to move into a complex when I got down here. When I got down here, things were a little bit different. So they had multiple complexes down here, and now my mind started racing. Like, I think I want to go to another complex. I want to be in another section of the city because I didn't know exactly which one I wanted. And getting a chance to walk around the area, what it looked like, what it had to offer, was overwhelming. It was just so much. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to change everything now. I don't know exactly what I want now when I got down here, because seeing it in picture shots and showing me what they have down here was nice and everything. And I kind of built up what I wanted. But when I got down here and I got a chance to see the opportunities and different things that I can have and do down here, that changed everything. So this is why I'm in here doing all this work, all this paperwork, trying to build where we're at right now. And it's not going to be hard to do. It really isn't. But as in for my living situations, I'm home with family right now. Right now, I am, because as I said before, it's a shame you have people like that who think that, oh, he's living here, he must be failing, he must be doing this. You're so sad. It's not even funny when you act like that. Let me explain something to you how things work. When I got down here, I saw more than I could possibly see and need wanted. Found out there were multiple different versions of these complexes, which we plan to have advertisement and our technology in all of them. But it also gave me a chance to say, okay, place I was looking at that I want to be in, because they're all from the same unit, but they're different styles and different designs, and these have different perks, these have higher ceilings, this has this has that. So now I'm going to need to take the time to visit each one of these buildings to see exactly which ones have the best offer and go to that particular establishment. Keep in mind the board of directors are still on, because that complex, they own 7 of them. I never saw what they looked like. I only saw one of them. When I got there and I saw the rest of them, I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. They're built like that. Yes. So I'm going to take my time with this. I'm going into a 16-month lease at about 18 to about $2,000 a month, and it's a very bit expensive, but I want to make sure whatever I'm going to be renting, I'm going to be happy with it. I'm not going to look across the street and go, oh, I could have moved over there. I don't want to go through that. So I'm going through the process of taking the walkthrough, looking at the environment, meeting the people in the community, seeing what's going on about, what we can do, who wants to do business with us, stuff like that. But the one that caught me off guard when I did the walkthrough was the places, the luxury complexes they have down here. Was freaking insane. I saw something called, I forgot the building was, the freaking apartments are massive, and they're not even in this section that I was in. It was in a different section. They were showing me, like, look, these ones over here, they have these giant massive floors. There's plenty of areas in there to work. Yeah. And that right there allowed me to go back and says, okay, I'm going to have to re-step everything again, figure out what we're going to do. I can't move them right away until I figure out exactly what I want. So when you make comments and statements by saying, oh, he's living here, he's living there, he doesn't have the money, he doesn't, that's jealousy at the end of the day. that's somebody at the end of the day that is insecure, does not know anything about business at all, doesn't know anything about how things work in life. No, I get a chance to be home with family, number one, which I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. I finally get a chance to leave the house, which is something I was not doing at the other house. And I can see where I was also working at the house, but also just being stuck in that environment and not being able to go out, not be able to communicate and talk to people and feel like a human being. I can see how mentally locked in I was in that particular area. It became my prison. It became my work, but also became my prison. It wouldn't allow me to be able to go past that driveway, that threshold, to be able to interact with people. And something that's extremely important in business. How am I going to be to fly here? How am I going to be to do this and do that if I'm being stuck in and being trapped by these anxieties? So to be able to take this big step and leave, and now I have the ability where I'm going to stores. Something like going to Rite Aid and buying a bag of chips is a huge deal for me because of the anxieties that I had that kept me trapped in that particular house. So it gave me the comfort zone. Yeah, it gave me the ability to work and do what I wanted to do, but also too, it imprisoned me at the same time. So having this ability to be able to step foot out there and go, okay, I can deal with these anxieties. I can go do this. I can go down to a store and pick up a ink. I can go to the supermarket. I can do all these things without having that fear of something going to kill me at the end of the day. So there's a lot that goes into this, and you just getting on camera and running your mouth about things you don't know. There's a lot of people who make plans for something and they go out and they see the scale of it all and they go, oh, wow, okay, if I'm going to do this right, I'm going to have to back this up a little bit, and I'm going to have to basically get a look at this before I go into a running start. That is when you are a professional in business. If I go run into the first place I go into, I like it for a little bit, but then I see something much better that I could have afforded or added a little bit more money to. It would have been a much better area, and I didn't research the area first, I'd be in a lot of trouble. This is why my products do exactly what they're designed to do, because I do a ton of research. Like right now, I'm loading on the Grid, which is a massive video player that shows just about, I can't find all of them, it's a lot of videos. Just about every demonstration we've ever did outside is when we load it on the massive Grid, including the 1,000 picture shows and all that stuff. But like I said, business, and gentlemen, you will never understand this because I can see where your products are. You will never understand this. If you couldn't take any of the challenges, if you couldn't back up your orders, if you couldn't carry your way in a proper, respectable business way, you'll never be on this level, period. And you can't back your products, number one. So we already know that from the door. You don't know much about business. And the other one, what do you call him? We call him the philosopher. His website, well, let's put it this way. He didn't crunch the numbers well enough and he shot himself in the foot. So that's done. But anyway, as I said before, you don't know what you're talking about. So again, mind your business, as I said before, because again, I'm free. I'm roaming around. So I suggest you mind your business. Second, as I said before, don't talk about things you don't know at the end of the day. You need to concentrate on your product not matching house paint. That's what you need to start with first. Third, I get to go out tomorrow morning, to walk around and check out and talk to the business owners and show them our products. My business cards will be here soon, which I cannot wait, and I can start networking. This is for me so much fun. And I bought myself a couple of suits. But on top of that, I get to be with family. I haven't seen family in 4, maybe 5 years. 5 years I have not connected with my family. And I have an extremely big family. So it feels great to be to see my family members, to be to talk to them, to be to hold them. And it feels great to be to go outside and just be able to experience life. So again, before you run your mouth about things you don't know about, learn to mind your own. Because I said before, I'm off the leash and I'm free. So if I were you, would keep my mouth shut. Just want to put it out there. All right. With that being said, got to go. Got much work to do, and God bless.